Hi, my name is Kazy, or you can call me Kazy. I'm a member of the Chitons, and I would say well known as the resident tech of the group. And today I would like to endeavor to start a series where we can walk together through the process of becoming more efficient in technology. And just a little bit of background, I am self taught uh, with everything that, well, mostly everything, I would say, with the exception of sound engineering, because I did do a course for sound engineering. But with everything else that I do tech wise, I am self taught. From a very young age, I was interested in technology. I used to take my parents' old phones and use the family computer, and ultimately, when we did get school computers, we'd go on them and look at the different programs and settings and mess around with different things. I loved customizability. Hopefully that's a word, but I loved that, like being able to customize things to my own, style. So I'll go through, look through the settings, and do different things of that nature. And over time, through necessity and curiosity, I've had to um, operate in different capacities of doing different things that require different skills, at least in regards to technology. And so, over the years, I have had to kind of like learn graphic design and use different tools for that, whether it was like Microsoft Publisher or PowerPoint, Google Slides, Vector.com, or even Photoshop. Also had to do audio recording and editing along with video recording and editing, and learn the different softwares for that. On the business side of things, had to implement the different software for like project management or more efficiency. And so done the back end stuff, administration, and I've messed with the different programs, from streaming programs like vMix to video editing software like Premiere Pro to 3D design with Blender. And I am in no ways an expert. I am not an IT professional, and I will tell you, I don't have all the answers or definitions to the things that you're looking for. I will try my best, however, to answer your questions, and if I can't, to direct you in a way that will hopefully bring you a solution. But I am hoping that in knowing my backstory and knowing that, I have not been taught in any way to do the things that I do, but I'm still able to not just do the basic things that I need, but advance into things that I've never done before and be able to produce a decent result. And knowing all that, for you to have some confidence in knowing that maybe you can do that too. Maybe not to the extent that I would have to do it, but to the extent where you can, fulfill the everyday needs that you have. I believe that, a lot of people are struggling with operating and executing technology, even down to the simplest of tasks. There's this huge canyon between people's understanding of technology and the baseline of accessibility with different, whether it's programs or even the operating systems themselves, whether it's on computers or phones. Nowadays, we are getting more into minimalist design, and with that comes the increased use of icons as opposed to things with actual display names. And I will tell you this: technology might seem intimidating, but the way that I learned was just basically through experimentation and reading and experimentation, reading, and observation. If I could tell you a quick story, I would say technology is like this experience I had once in a friend's car. And I'd been in this car, multiple times, but on this occasion, I was kind of spaced out, and I'm sitting there and I look over to my left and I see at the top of the window there are two hooks, right? So you see well, maybe you might not have thought they were hooks at first, but they had this kind of, shape on them. And I'm looking at it, and in my mind, I'm like, so if there are two hooks here, that means that there is something that has to hook onto it. And I know, yes, we usually do see the hooks that hook like for hangers for outfits and in cars, but I knew it wasn't this kind. It was too small and too weak for that. And so as I'm looking at it, I looked down and there was a shade for the window. In some ways, technology is a lot like that. No matter what it is that we are trying to accomplish, if we just look hard enough, there is a way, to find the solutions that we're looking for. Sometimes it might take more time. Sometimes it takes more experience having known what your options are. But technology can be likened unto that. And so I am hoping that in some way through this series, I can help you to bridge that gap between what technology can do for you and between your understanding of technology, and give you the confidence to fulfill your needs and to maybe even attempt things that you've never done before. Especially without the help of others, because I believe we all have what it takes to get there, but we just need to know how to do the right things, to look for the right cues, and maybe even have a little bit of experience knowledge to know what our options are. And so through this series, I have a couple of expectations that I would like to meet. The first one is for us to familiarize ourselves with different tools, terms, and icons, because once we understand those kinds of things, then we can look for them in the different scenarios that we find ourselves in. Additionally, I would like us to look at some thought processes, so we can figure out how to assess the situation, figure out what we need to do in order to get the desired outcome, and also to have an understanding of, if I want to do this, where do I look first in order to get to where I want to go. And so maybe we can establish some thought process that will help us along the way as we are cultivating our skills. And then if you have questions or an issue that you are dealing with, I would like to see if we can work through some of these together. And who knows, maybe the question that you have might be a question that somebody else has, or maybe something that we just don't understand very well. And like I said, I'm not an expert, and so I don't have all the answers. However, if you or someone you know does, if you're someone who's happening upon this video and maybe you're not really looking to enhance your skills, but you're just kind of curious, and maybe you have the answer for whatever question it is we're looking at for that day, please feel free to comment about it, because it's not about how much knowledge I have or how much I can help you, but it's how much we can learn together. Because even though I may have a lot of things that I know about, or I might be very good at the observation part of things, there's still a lot of stuff that I don't know. Even this week I had to get on a call with somebody to help me fix a couple issues I was having with my own computer. So let's endeavor to help each other as we go through this process. I will try to help you as much as I can and answer your questions to the best of my abilities. And if I can't, hopefully I can direct you in a way that will help you to resolve your issues. But welcome to my channel, and I hope that we can go through this process together.